seen my sock?
No.
Well, where is it then?
Miss, check the machine again.
It's not near. Where is it? Whoa. Hello. Who are you? What do you want from me? Give me back my sock.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I'm so excited to have with me here to talk about the short film The Bleacher, which played at Sundance. We didn't see it there, but we did see it as part of our coverage of the South by Southwest Film Festival here in 2024. We have the lovely and talented Kate Micucci, who stars in it, and the directors, Nicole Daddona and Adam Wilder. Is that correct? Did I get that right, Nicole?
It could be Daddona or Daddona. I don't really care.
Sweet, I'll take it. So let's start here. This film is weird as hell. And that is the best part about this film, is that it is so weird. It centers on Rita, who is a woman that has lost a sock, and she ends up going into a laundromat that's open 29 hours. We'll get to that in a minute. And she finds a world full of lost socks that has a hellbent dolphin man stuck inside of it. This is an odd choice. I wanted to ask, we'll start with the creators here, Nicole and Adam. What the hell's going on here? What's happening?
That's a great question. We don't even know sometimes. I think everyone can relate to missing a sock, losing a sock, especially at a laundromat. And so that was kind of the launch pad for the story. And we used to do a lot of laundry in Los Angeles, and there's a laundromat that we went to. And Rita is actually based on a real woman that we'd see at the laundromat. And she wore all black leather and sunglasses inside. She carried an umbrella. We're like, who is this lady? What's her story? And so we were really bored, and we started recording audio, just little clips of people talking at the laundromat. And that turned into the story that you see here today.
It had to be LA. It's always LA. It's called doing this weird shit. Kate, what made you want to do this? Because you're so musically talented as part of Garfunkel and Oates, and in your throughout your history. I mean, the first role I ever saw you in was as Gooch on Scrubs, and you had your ukulele finely tuned for that. What about this screamed, I need to do this?
Honestly, it was Adam and Nicole. I am such a fan of what they do, and when they approached me about this, it was a no-brainer. I was like, whatever you want to make, I want to make. And then when I read the script, I was like, oh, this is so cool. But I have to say, I could never have imagined how cool it was going to be until when I want to say it was 2 years later that I saw the final product, and my mind was blown. It's so beautiful. It's beyond anything I could have imagined when we were recording audio. It's so cool.
Yeah, I have to say, the visuals are fantastic. Is it computer animated, but it looks stop motion? Was that done on purpose?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, I can usually pull pretty good. So that's such a cool perspective to take. Why that?
I feel like it was such a fantastical story. There was no other way to tell it but through animation.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Money for Nothing video by Dire Straits.
Oh,
you ever seen the animation on that? Oh, dude, it's one of the first CGI music videos, and it has a very similar vibe, even though this is a much darker vibe. It's pretty sweet, cool. Actually. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So let's listen. Every time I have a chance to talk to anybody about anything that they're doing, and it's the first time I have them in front of me, I always like to ask them two very important questions because it gives me insight into who they are as a person. So we're going to ask all three of you these two questions, and we'll go from there. The first of these two questions is going to be, who are some people that inspire you, whether that be personally or as an artist?
Oh, who wants to go first?
Okay, you go first.
Oh, okay. Sorry, we were just being polite, or maybe that was okay. I love Lucille Ball. I feel like she's one of the reasons that I moved to Los Angeles. Keith Haring is one of my favorite artists, and Basquiat. I love them both so much. I'm currently reading the new Keith Haring biography that came out 2 days ago, and it's 18 hours of listening. Can't wait for the whole 18 hours. I'm trying to think of who else. I mean, I guess those are the big three off the top of my head. I love Amy and David Sedaris so much. Yeah, there's a few.
Those are
Love
great.
it.
You wanna go next?
No, please.
Oh, okay. I have so many. I like rotate every year. Right now, I'm really into Mark Bolan from T-Rex, band T-Rex. I always love Andy Kaufman, forever and ever. Also a huge Keith Haring fan, and Andy Warhol, Jim Henson, forever. Tim Burton. I could go on and on. There's a lot.
Yeah, for me, I would say the soccer player Lionel Messi. I would say David Lynch, and I would say Bob Dylan right now.
I love it because you look like a mixture of all three right now with those glasses. Those glasses are very like Dylan in the 70s-esque. I love them. I love them. It's funny. I was just listening to Blonde on Blonde like yesterday, so it's funny you said Dylan. So good choice. And the second question is way harder, and there's probably going to be a ton of silence and upset feelings here. So if you only had 2 films to watch for the rest of your life, what 2 and why?
Oh my God. What a question.
That's a impactful question.
I got it.
Kate?
I think I got mine.
Okay.
Boogie Nights and Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Oh, Boogie Nights is a good one.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good one because you've worked with William H. Macy, so that's kind of interesting.
Yes, and I've asked him many questions about that movie. I love him. He's such a great guy and one of my favorite actors.
Can't really beat that. Bart Got a Room, by the way, if you guys haven't seen it, she's in it. It's pretty
Oh
fun.
yeah, my first movie. Thanks.
Yeah.
Mine would be Edward Scissorhands and Little Miss Sunshine.
Those are such a damn good movies right there. Those are
Those
great
are so
choices.
good.
Thank you.
I was gonna say Edward Scissorhands, so now I don't know. I'm right now Virgin Suicides. I'm like obsessed, and then I love Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. I could watch that like over and over, and Edward Scissorhands.
Listen, I love those picks.
I was just at Swingers, the diner in Hollywood the other day, and I was sitting in the booth where they sit in that one scene of Romeo and Michelle.
God. That's where they're looking at the yearbook.
I took a picture.
Right?
I did a screen grab. I'll send you the screen grab I did.
Oh my God, please do.
Being a nerd. Yeah.
That's the most movie nerd thing I've ever heard in my life, Kate. Well done.
Thank you.
Now I have to ask you guys because I haven't seen your other shorts, Nicole. Judging by them and from what I did research, they are equally as weird.
Yeah.
Like Furby, the sexy Furby title alone, yeah. I want to see. And then the Mundanes has such an interesting concept. What fuels you to make these almost avant-garde, but not quite avant-garde pieces?
Ooh, I don't know. I think the freedom of the medium of short filmmaking, it's a good exercise to let out the strange and unusual in a short format versus, the goal to do features where it has to be a little bit more grounded, simpler, and more digestible.
It's funny you say that on this week when Robert Morgan put out a absolutely weird ass movie called Stop Motion. That you would say that. I don't know if you're familiar with Robert Morgan's work, but would fit right alongside something like this. Absolutely. Kate, you also work in a very, very different medium as well. You're very talented and very extensively worked voice actress as well. Like, what do you think? What do you think about people knowing you primarily for your voice?
It's funny because sometimes I'll just like be out and someone will recognize me from my voice, which is it's like a weird thing, but I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it is recognizable. I don't really think about it until I get called out on it, but yeah, I just feel really fortunate. It was really one of my dreams. I was very, very shy in high school and even in college. And so I thought I wanted to act, but I was like, well, maybe I'll be a voice actor because then, people won't actually have to see my face and I can still act. And so, but the funny thing is, that I started doing on-camera work well before doing voiceover. Voiceover, I had been told, was hard to break into. Turns out it was for me. I kept auditioning, and I told my agents, it's okay, you don't have to send me anymore. And they're like, no, stick with it. It just takes time. And so yeah, it really did take time. But then I've been really fortunate to be working as a voiceover artist for a while now, and it's so much fun. I love it. And often too, I will say, in the Bleacher, I feel like I have like a very different voice, but when I get asked to do things, it's generally something very close to my actual voice.
I was just gonna say it's got to feel weird to be one of the Scooby Gang, because you walk around and they're like, holy shit, that's Velma. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
you want to know a funny story? I
yes.
literally one day was dressed in like kind of bell bottoms and a turtleneck, and I wasn't aware of it, and I had my glasses on and my hair is like this, and this high school group of guys, they were like, hey, look, it's Velma. And I was in such a rush that I just ran, but I wish I had taken the time and been like, well, actually, I am Velma.
Listen, you should have harassed them.
It was only based on my clothes. I know.
High school kids deserve to be harassed by adults, okay? First of all, bully them all. And it's funny because I've heard a lot of your voice, because I'm a gamer as well as a film critic, and I did play Multiverses when it was available, and I was a Velma player, so I've heard your voice way too much, Kate.
We've been a team, you and me. That's cool.
That is cool, and it's cool to have you here with me here across the Zoom, and for you to, be speaking to me and hearing that voice come out and talk to me after, playing that for so long, and hearing you shout jinkies at people. It's kind of cool. Yeah. It's kind of a cool thing. Nicole and Alex, I wanted to ask you guys if you have any plans for a feature in the future, or are you going to stick to shorts?
I mean,
for this project or for other projects
coming up?
We have quite a few upcoming projects, and some of them are features. Yeah,
that's what I like to hear. I like to hear that, because here's the thing: you guys have such a unique vision. I haven't seen anything like this in a while, like for real. I love watching something so fresh, and I kind of love that. I love that you guys have a fresh perspective, and I can't wait to see whatever you're doing next. Guys, is there anything you want to leave the audience with before I let you go?
I mean, yeah, I think we're learning. It's funny that you said you're a gamer. I think a lot of the philosophy for the Bleacher, I mean, is very equal to being a gamer. The patience, the sitting, the focus, the eye contact. I think it's so different than real life, but yet it's so shared in the same world. So it's beautiful that like we meet on that level. I love that. And yeah, I just think that sometimes being too original is very scary. And I think we're also learning to channel our next projects, and keep growing as well, and just keep getting better at at being the best filmmakers we can be.
I love that answer, Adam.
Also, you have beautiful hair. I just wanted
to thanks. It takes a lot of work.
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I think maybe the Bleacher will be a game. I could see it being a game.
That'd be so sick. There should be 29 really levels. There should be 29 levels, and you go into each of the 29 machines.
Okay, this is gonna happen. Yeah. I love this.
But maybe we will make the feature. We are in talks with a few places, so we shall see. Fingers crossed.
Mine are crossed.
I mean, it rhymes. It has to happen. The Bleacher feature.
Yeah.
It's a Bleacher feature full of creatures.
There you go.
Including a dolphin man. Yes, that's fantastic. I love that. Nicole, any last words?
Thank you, and this was a great interview. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. And then, of course, Kate, anything else you want to leave us with before we let you go?
No, I just hope that everyone gets to enjoy the Bleacher and have a great festival if you're there. And thank you. Thanks for watching.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna make my co-host sit through this one. It's only 8 minutes, so it's not gonna be difficult. But I'm gonna make her watch this because she's gonna love it. Thank you guys so much. Obviously, make sure you guys, if you're in Austin this weekend, check out the Bleacher. It's part of the shorts program. Is that right, guys?
Midnight Shorts.
Yeah, of course it is. It's got to be midnight.
Yeah.
Part of the Midnight Shorts program at the South by Southwest Film Festival here 2024. Guys, for Film Stop Reviews, this has been William, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye. Thank you.